Hello, this is Forrest here from Quartz Condensed, and I'm going to do a quick guide and tutorial about how to treat and oil your cutting boards so they last longer, so they don't cut, so they repel odors like cutting onions, so it won't soak up odors and flavors like that get into other foods that you don't want to taste like onion. So first off, you should clean and disinfect your cutting board. A natural disinfectant is lemon juice and salt, which together helps to clean. And make sure that you're not locking any bacteria or things you don't want into your cutting board when you're putting your oil in later. So pretty simple. This is a bamboo cutting board, and even bamboo cutting boards can do with a little help from oils. You don't want to use vegetable oil or cooking oil that could go rancid and bad and make your food taste bad and things like that. So it's good to use mineral oil or a coconut or nut oil because they don't go bad and rancid like vegetable oil. So, and once you've used the lemon juice and the salt to clean your cutting board, you want to just rinse it off, make sure it's completely dry, and then you're ready to add your oil. And I usually just use paper towels, or you can use this another type of soft cloth to apply your oil. So those are basically the only things you need to treat your cutting boards. Okay. Now I'm rinsing the cutting board. Get all the salt and lemon juice off. Now that I've dried this cutting board with a nice clean rag, I am ready to add some cutting board oil, which is mineral oil. It is odorless, so it won't add any unwanted flavors to your food. And you can either just pour some on your paper towels or rag or whatever you have, or you can just pour it on the cutting board, which I feel like is easier. And I've done a couple cutting boards now, and I barely used very much of my oil. The whole bottle was about $10 at Home Depot, but I think it'll last a good while. So it's a little expensive just to help take care of your cutting board, but I think it's definitely worth it. As you can tell, this cutting board, or you might not be able to tell, but this cutting board does have a crack here, and I think there's a small other couple cracks here because it was drying out a little bit too much. So I make sure to get into these little grooves here and on the edges as well, especially the ends. This is where it cracks the easiest. You want to make sure you rub it into the grain, and it's hard not to get into the grain if you just do different types of circles, counterclockwise and clockwise circles. Did you hit your head, buddy? You want some water? Yeah. All right.
Okay, 1 second, baby.
All right. So you want to make sure it's nice and oiled. You can always wipe some of the excess oil off later. It doesn't hurt to try to make sure you have plenty of oil on your cutting board. And once you have it oiled, you want to let it sit for a good while. An easy thing to do is just to do it later in the afternoon or at night. So let it sit all night and then just wipe it off in the morning. And cutting boards are known to last a very long time, something you can even pass down to your kids if you really take care of them. And they only look better with age, usually. So everyone likes a well-used, antique-looking cutting board. So that's how you can clean, oil, and take care of your cutting boards.